Hello everyone, I am Said and welcome back to my channel Said Equity. In today's video or to the annual benchmark comparison between the Poco F3 GT versus the Realme X1 Max versus iQOO 7 device. So the Realme X1 Max and the Poco F3 GT, they both have the Dimensity 1200 processor, and whereas the iQOO 7 has got the Snapdragon 870 chipset. Let's say friends how well this Dimensity processor will be performing against this Snapdragon 870 processor. That is what I'm going to exactly compare in this video. And all the three smartphones, they're having the same kind of 8GB RAM variants only, and during this time I'm not using any kind of external RAM, nothing at all. Let me clear all the background applications. So all the background applications are completely clean, so there is no background applications running at this moment. That's perfectly done. Let me try to disable the Wi-Fi connection as well. So Wi-Fi is also disabled completely. Let me to open Android Benchmark application, and I'm trying to open the Android Benchmark. Let's see. So before starting the test, I thought of showing you exactly what is the CPU temperature before starting the test. Let me show you friends. So right now the Poco F3 GT has got close to 40 and 49. I'm not sure why it's varying like that, but Realme X1 Max for some strange reason is showing only 61 degrees. It's not increasing or it's not decreasing. That's it. It's staying exactly 61. But when I try to measure with the normal temperature, it's not that high. So don't worry friends in terms of temperature. So outside temperature is completely normal. And my room temperature is only 30 degrees. As you can see, only 30 degrees my room temperature. And in the iQOO 7 as well, 32 degrees in the iQOO 7 device, and 32 degrees, and Poco F3 GT also 32 degrees. So all the three smartphones are 32 degrees before starting the test. So now let's start the Android benchmark test in all the phones. So this is going to be really very interesting comparison friends between the Android benchmark of the Dimensity processor versus the Snapdragon processor. So which I am waiting eagerly to compare the Poco F3 GT versus these two phones. So just before this video, I did upload the loudspeaker comparison between all the three smartphones. That is the reason I think the volume is still higher in all the three devices. So I think tomorrow I'll receive the OnePlus Nord 2 as well. So once I get the OnePlus Nord 2, then I'll be able to compare in-depth comparison between these processors and these phones as well. But meanwhile, let's see how much CPU difference will it be there and how much GPU scores. So that is what my main focus will be there for today's video, looking at the CPU and the GPU scores. So meanwhile, even I try to focus on the temperatures as well. Which phone has got what type of temperatures? 34 degrees, 34.8, as you can see, the temperatures. And meanwhile, I forgot to mention that I did keep the brightness in all the three smartphones about 50% brightness only. Yes, exactly 50% brightness I did keep in the three devices. So that's another thing which I thought of mentioning, but I forgot. Sorry for that. So it's my bad. And let me try to check the temperatures right now. 35.6 and 36.2. And Snapdragon 870 35. As you can see friends, the difference how it's happening between the Dimensity and the Snapdragon processors in terms of the temperatures. So Poco F3 GT is also maintaining really low temperatures, 35 degrees, not bad. As you can see, 35.6 only at this moment. And Realme X1 Max is getting about Realme X1 Max 37 degrees, 36 degrees, 37. Realme X1 Max, as you can see friends, 37 degrees in the Realme X1 Max. And in the iQOO 7 device, 35.6, 35.8. As you can see, absolutely. So these are the temperatures between all the three smartphones. So 35 and 37. And Poco F3 GT 36.4. So overall, the highest temperatures right now I'm observing in the Realme X1 Max device. Let's check the temperatures on the back side. So back sides of close to 32 degrees, 35.6, 36.8. The back side as well. The temperature on this one, 38 degrees. The temperature is increasing in the Realme X1 Max. And in the Poco F3 GT, it's only 36.6 degrees. As you can see, 36.6 only in the Poco F3 GT. On the back side, 36.2 is the highest on the back side. As you can see, 36.8. That's it. And the Realme X1 Max is trying to increase the temperature. You can clearly see, friends, it's increasing and increasing. 38.8 is the highest. 39 degrees. So 39 degrees is the highest in the Realme X1 Max. And the Snapdragon, let's see what is happening in the Snapdragon. 36.8 in the Snapdragon processor. As you can see friends, 36.8 is the highest in the iQOO 7 device so far. So 39, so 39 degrees. So this Realme X1 Max did reach the 39 degrees. So this is very interesting to see. And Poco F3 GT 37.2. As you can see friends, in this way we will be able to get to know easily which phone gets easily very hot. That is the reason I thought of doing this kind of in-depth comparison in terms of Android benchmark test. Instead of just directly showing you the scores, you should know for how much time the temperature is increasing, how it is increasing. So in which phone it's increasing very faster, the temperatures. That is what I'm going to talk. And what is the limit? What is the highest temperature in each phone? Let's check whether did it cross 39 or not. 38.4, 38, 38.2. Just now it did cool down. As you can see, just now it did cool down, 38.2. And this phone also a little bit, 36.8, not bad. So maybe because of this test conditions, this doesn't require much of the temperature, I think. That is the reason maybe. 36 degrees, 36.4 degrees, not bad. Even the Snapdragon processor also getting slightly high temperatures. As you can see friends, absolutely, you will definitely understand clearly that even though these both phones, they do have the same Dimensity process, but still it's the way the phone manufacturer companies handle is completely different. So now we will be able to understand. So these are just day one friends, just day one. I'm not gonna judge this Poco F3 GT on the day one itself. So just give me some time, or 2 to 3 days. So then I'll be able to do more and more comparisons and more test, speed test and lot of tests which I need to do in the next couple of days. So then I can come into a conclusion something about the Poco F3 GT. So temperatures 36 and 37.8, 38.2. and iQOO 7 36.4. As you can see the difference friends in terms of the temperatures, and all phones I'm trying to use only 50% brightness during this time of demonstration. So right now all the phones are slightly close to 90% of the AnTuTu benchmark test. Let's see the temperatures 36 degrees. It's kind of cooled down, okay, no problem. And 37.6 degrees in the Realme X1 Max. Still the Realme X1 Max is the highest I think so far. 37.8 is the highest. And iQOO 7 with the 35.8 degrees. As you can see, 35.8 degrees at this moment. As you can see friends, absolutely. So you can see the clear difference what is happening between these two phones. So how they are handling in terms of the temperatures. So I'm not trying to judge this phone based upon this only benchmark. I'll try to do plenty of other activities as well. I mean the battery draining test and a lot of other intense kind of testing in this both process. Then I can come to the conclusion. Because I did came to the problems that Realme X1 Max, some of the users, they are actually experiencing slightly heating problems. But in the beginning, the heating used to be a lot. Yes, I used to even remember the days with the Realme X1 Max, it went up to 43 degrees. But right now, after the software updates, it decreased. Now it's kind of really better. But when compared with other smartphones, you will definitely see this kind of slightly higher temperatures. And the Realme X1 Max finished the test first. That's kind of really good to see. Even though the phone has got highest temperatures and phone finished first in the race, no problem. Let's see the highest score which phone will be having. So and apart from the top score, we'll try to focus on the CPU and the GPU score mainly. Even the iQOO 7 also finished, and 6,88,000, the top score goes to the iQOO 7 device, and the Poco F3 GT 6 lakhs. That's kind of really strange. So the moment I did the first AnTuTu benchmark test only, I did understand something is weird with this Poco F3 GT device in terms of the benchmarks. I do know the benchmark is not the realistic way to say to judge any phone, but still I need to do a couple of speed test comparisons. I'll definitely focus on those maybe starting from today. So stay tuned for those videos friends. So right now as you can see 6 lakh scores we got. So even though the Realme X1 Max and this phone has got the same kind of processor, but still I'm not sure why. So in the CPU kind of okay, in the GPU okay, but I think in other things it's kind of lacking. The memory it's got only 1 lakh. Till now I did not even feel the memory in the Poco F3 GT. I did not even feel it. I'm not sure why it's kind of like that. But Realme X1 Max is slow, scoring more points in this memory, 20,000 more, 1,20,000. And I'm not using any kind of external RAM, nothing. There is no external RAM, nothing at all during this process of demonstration. But still this is the case. And let's compare friends with this big monster, which is iQOO 7 device in the top of the line. So which has scored about 6,88,000. That is really good score as you can see. And in terms of CPU 196. So 176, 162. As you can see the scores. And GPU is also highest, 243. And 236 in the Realme X1 Max and 218 in the Poco F3 GT. You can clearly understand friends what is happening here in terms of the CPU and the GPU. So the final verdict is that the temperature is slightly higher in the Realme X1 Max and the score is very higher in the iQOO 7 device, and the Poco F3 GT is very low in everything. I mean temperatures and in the scores. So I need to concentrate more on this Poco F3 GT. Definitely I'll try to do my best to bring the a lot of speed test and a lot of realistic way of comparison with other smartphones. I'll definitely try to do that. So make sure to comment below what are your thoughts about this Poco F3 GT. Why the scores are really low in this phone. That is what I'm going to check in the comments. Let me know in the comment section below why it's really low, because both phones are using same Dimensity processors, but why different? So that's another thing. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. And don't forget to check the playlist for more information. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.